See. I am about to go live on IG. So y'all give me a second. Ooh, child. Y'all ain't tell me my hair was looking kind of weird. All right, y'all. So I'm going live in multiple places tonight or this evening, wherever you're at. So give me a second. And I have one last place to go live, and we are on in this thing. All right, first and foremost, what's up? I'm Coach Rocky. I am a content and social media marketing strategist and a social media coach. I specialize in Instagram and Facebook. I also specialize in LinkedIn. I'm a partner with someone who really specializes in it. I mean, they're the bomb. If you know Coach Lena, then you know she's the bomb at LinkedIn. But I work with her in order to help other people grow on LinkedIn too. So I am going live right now because there's this thing out here. What's up, Shaq? So if y'all see me looking, if y'all see me dividing my attention, I am live on Facebook and I'm also live on Instagram right now. So what's up, Shaq? What's up, Lon? Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? So I wanted to get on here and I wanted to get in y'all business a little bit. Okay, I wanted to get in y'all business. First off, it's Friday. So happy Friday. I hope y'all had a great week. I hope that you had a productive week. I hope that God has blessed you this week in astronomical ways. And so I really wanted to hop on here and just kind of get in y'all business a little bit. And so the other day I had posted about, I said, you know, if Jesus had to, thank you, girl. If Jesus had to market his business, what makes you think that you are anybody special? And so I had a few of you guys come at me and was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Jesus had to market his business. What are you talking about? And so I'm like, oh no, y'all don't know that Jesus was out here in the streets marketing his whole business. So yes, Homeboy was out here marketing his business. If you truly want to learn about marketing, even business, I highly recommend reading the Bible. You read it in a whole different way. Your perspective of it is completely different once you read the Bible and you're thinking like business, even for me in marketing, right? So let's dive right into it. I'm going to drop in this chat real quick. Share this with 5 people. We don't do stingy energy. Okay. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, share this with 5 people. I don't know if I said, hey, Priscilla yet, but hey, Priscilla, share this with 5 people. Okay. We don't do stingy energy up in here. So if you know somebody who can come and get some of these tips, share this with 5 people. All right. So I put in here, are you showing up? Because are you truly showing up for your business? Are you truly showing up to talk about your business, to put your business out there? It's not always about just social media. Sometimes it's also about getting out there and networking with other people. I did a lot of networking last year and I went to different events. Like I had to go to different events to figure out, okay, which ones work for me, which ones don't work for me. So this year I'm being a lot more strategic with the events that I go to because I know what works and what doesn't work for me, right? But I made the post the other day about how Jesus had to market his business. So you guys are not special because he had to do it. So that means you had to do it too, okay? So first and foremost, Homeboy was out there. He was doing attraction. Yes, I do it all the time. Okay. He was out there attracting people to his business. He was out there advertising his business. He was giving free nuggets, free knowledge about his business. He was like building up publicity about his business. And you guys, what's so crazy, and yes, I'm gonna call some of y'all out. Hold on, before I do that, let me go ahead and put my phone on do not disturb because y'all know homegirl be popping and people always want to, okay, I had to make sure I did that. Okay, so if he was out there putting on attraction energy, if he was out there advertising himself, giving some things for free, building publicity, you are no different. You have to also build up attraction in your business. You have to go out and tell people about your product or service. He did the same thing. Matthew 4:23-24. He did the same thing. He was out there, going out there talking about his business. You have to talk about your product or your service. I find that a lot of times we struggle with talking about our product or our service because we're thinking about all the things that we're going to include in our program, in our product, in our service. We're talking about, oh, I'm going to give you 1,000 checklists. Oh, I'm also going to, there's 20 modules. There's over 10 expert opinions. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you have all that stuff in there. That is the things that really will overwhelm me. As an ADHD entrepreneur, it would overwhelm me because there's just a lot of things for me to do. I need to know exactly what it is that you have going on that's going to change my life. Okay. So you need to tell me how you're going to change my life. Are you going to save me time? Are you going to make me some money? Are you going to help me build relationships with my people or my clients? Like, what is it that you're going to be doing? All right. Especially for my folks in the health industry, how are you going to help me improve my health? Right. So this also means sometimes you may have to give out some free or discounted samples when you need to. And so I find that it's okay to say, oh, I'm testing out a new thing and I want to enroll people and have them try it. If you're doing that just simply for feedback purposes, it's okay. I'm going to be honest with you. It's okay. I did it. There's nothing wrong with it. I know that there's a lot of people out there right now that will say things like, don't do anything for free. Don't give out anything for a discount because you learn as you go. So let me break that down for a second. Jesus was out there healing people for free. He ain't charged nobody. He was just healing them. He was out there feeding people for free. Even when people would say, how are we supposed to do this with this little bit that we have? You want us to feed all these people with this little bit that we have? He would do it for free. He's like, yeah, just do it. It's going to happen. Don't worry about it. Period. Because guess what? In the process of you delivering and serving, they got more in return. Okay. There is a level of discernment that comes with serving. I need to put that out there. I need to preference that because there are people who are ready to take advantage of you. There are people who are ready to use you for your gifts and your talents. There are people out there preying on you. That is a fact. Okay. So you do have to have a level of discernment when you're out there serving or giving something for free or giving discounted things, right? And you also need to understand, like, you don't have to give them the whole thing for free. It could be a piece or a portion that you want to test out, that you want to just, let me make sure this idea works. I'm not saying sign somebody up for 90 days or 6 months at a free rate. That's not what I'm saying. Use a level of discernment, okay? Be so motivated in what you do and how you give and what you offer that people start talking about you and what you have to offer. Jesus was, let me tell you, he was out there healing this person, feeding that person, doing this thing, doing that thing. He was causing this attraction energy like no other. I need y'all to all, wherever you're at right now, I need y'all to all do this. I need y'all to all do this right now. It's the energy for me. It's the energy for me. Pull in the energy. Okay. He was attracting people. He was out there just doing the work. He was serving. He was showing up to the point where everybody wanted a piece of him. Homeboy be walking down the street and people grabbing on his clothes saying, heal me, heal me. And guess what? They was healed. Because his energy was off the chain. Is your energy off the chain? Are you in an attraction business? Or are you in a chase business? Are you chasing clients or are you attracting them? Because if you're chasing them, your energy is unaligned. It's a negative place. You never want to be in a place where you're constantly running behind begging people to do things, begging people to work with you, begging people to buy this or buy that. There's no, I'm not a beggar. No, it's an attraction. And a lot of you guys get so caught up on hold on. Let me not hurt nobody's feelings. A lot of you guys get so caught up on, oh, only 1 or 2 people signed up for the thing that I have right now. I must not be attracting anybody. No, that's a lie. You are attracting exactly who you need to attract at that moment for your business, for you. They're your God-aligned people. Stop second guessing yourself or questioning yourself because you don't get 20 or 30 people signing up for this thing that you have going on. If you get 1 or 2 people, guess what? Work with those 1 or 2 people, iron out some kinks, build your content, ask them questions to put out there for free, and build your content. When they're telling you things in your program about, oh, this really helped me, go on to social media and say, man, I was working with my client today and they told me, like, when we broke this particular process down, that it gave them so much clarity. Are you guys struggling with this? Who out there can tell me if they're struggling with this? Because this is something I teach inside of my program. Period. Stop being so stressed out that your content is only drawing in 1 or 2 people. That's your God-aligned people. That's the people that's meant for you. That's the people that's meant to work with you, to learn from you. God is putting them people in your life for a reason. Y'all are on this live because y'all are my people. It's God made. That's period. You're on Facebook because God put you here. Period. I didn't have to say that I was going live. I didn't have to put a timer or a schedule. Y'all showed up because y'all want to be here. Your people will show up. And guess what? 1 or 2 people having a strong faith in God and really tapped into your purpose, your alignment, 1 or 2 people are going to start to multiply. It's going to start to multiply. So really check your attraction energy. That's number 1. Okay. You got to check your attraction energy. You got to be out there talking about your business. You got to be out there giving, right? And you have to be building up publicity for your business. What's up, y'all? I did the example video. Okay. Awesome. The second piece of that is you have to learn how to convert people into paying customers. You want to show them through social proof, reviews, and testimonials. Okay, we locked in. You want to show them, right? You don't want, here's the thing. We're in a place right now, and I don't know whose feelings or toes I'm going to step on, but we're in a place right now that everybody's a coach, y'all. I promise you, everybody's a coach. And I'm going to give you an example. Okay. So I talked about this a few months ago on my Facebook page, but I was following this young lady, and don't get me wrong, she does really well at what she does. Okay. She started playing around with reels. She got her first few reels really blew up. They did really great. And then the next week she was trying to coach people on putting out reels and having reach and attraction and all this and that. Right. And so me being the person I am, I don't teach something that I don't know or that I don't like. It's not my thing. Okay, period. Like, I can't teach you how to juice because I'm not a juicer. What? I'm not going to teach you something that's not my level of expertise. It's just not. And also, I'm not going to teach you something I just learned this week. I don't know whose toes I'm going to step on, but I'm not going to teach you something I just learned this week. I haven't had the time to research it myself. I haven't had the time to test it myself. I haven't had the time to get the results myself. I haven't had any of that. And a lot of people are out here right now in these streets doing that. And that's fine. There's their business. They got to deal with God on their own time. But I am only going to teach you things I'm an expert in. Okay. So at that time, I was super bothered. I hit her up and I was like, hey, because this is me, this is in my spirit, right? I hit her up, I said, hey, I noticed, hey, Vern, what's up? I noticed that you're teaching people about reels, and I noticed like you just started posting reels last week. I am a person who actually teaches my clients about content, about marketing their business, about putting these things out here. I just want to tell you, like, I hope that if you're charging people for this, that you're being like ethical. I would love to work with you on it. So that way, if you want to learn something, I could teach you, we could work together and help build up our communities, right? She was like, no, I know what I'm doing. I got this. That's fine. Period. Okay. Guess what? Guess what I did? And this isn't me being in a negative way or nothing. And I have to learn from this, y'all. Let me tell you why I have to learn from this as a person. I don't want nobody out here being scammed that I truly like mess with. And these are people in her group that I truly rock with. So I don't want nobody being scammed. I don't want nobody paying no money for no BS. I'm gonna just be real with you. but it also ain't always my business. So you know what I did? I said, you know what is my business? This content stuff is my business. Do you hear me? So I started posting my clients' receipts for their reels. I started posting my clients' engagement for their reels. And their reels aren't just 1 or 2 reels. They're getting over 1,000 views, over 5,000 views, over 10,000 views. I'm talking about their reels are consistently doing what they're supposed to be doing. And not only just that, it's a strategy that I've researched, I've tested, I've messed up on everything. When it comes to reels, I play with them, right? I mean, I put myself out there. I don't teach nobody something that I don't do. That's why it's so important when you're converting people into paying customers, you are actually showing them through social proof, through reviews and through testimonials. What's up, Will? Let me tell you about my brother, Will. He stayed posting about his clients and how they're doing well in their speaker business, how they're actually getting these contracts, how they're actually speaking. He's showing people that he's speaking. He's showing people that he's getting contracts. He's showing people he's speaking at events. He's showing his people doing the same thing. Social proof. Jesus went out and promoted his business and showed the people what he had to offer. He did not sit on the sidelines waiting or wishing. He showed them what he could do, and he showed them what others could do if they had him. Ooh, he showed them what he could do, and then he showed them what others could do if they had him. If you had me as your coach, if you had Coach Will as your coach, here's what you can do, because I'm showing you through social proof. Do you hear what I'm saying? You want to show the people that you can solve their problem. In John 3:1-3, and also in John 19:39-40, homeboy literally showed you that he could solve your problem through social proof. And not just that, let me tell y'all, not just that, he actually had people now speaking on his behalf, word of mouth. He actually had people talking about how he was out there doing the thing that he said that he could do. Do you hear me? He had people speaking on his behalf. Jesus was the ultimate organic marketer. I can't even, like, y'all have to understand how excited I get. He was the ultimate person out there organically marketing his business. And I say this again, if Jesus had to go out there and market his business, if Jesus had to go out there and talk to people, if he had to go out there, advertise and give something for free, a little discount here and there, what makes you think you're anybody different? You're not. You're not. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid to go out there and do what he had to do. You have to eliminate that fear, because fear is the thing that robs you of your blessing. I talked to y'all the other day how fear and faith are the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. They can't coexist together. One is going to cancel out the other. So you have to operate in a place of faith instead of fear. Jesus operated in a place of faith when he was out there talking to people, attracting people to what he could do. But guess what he talked about? He talked about the things he could do. I'm gonna skip. Okay. The last piece of that is keeping customers coming back to buy. Keeping customers coming back to buy. Do you hear what I'm saying? Excellent customer service, delivering and staying in contact with them. You want to give them excellent customer service. You want to deliver on your promise, because that's a problem. That's why a lot of people are popping up being coaches, because they think it's easy, right? They think it's easy for them to just coach on something and then they get the money, right? And they can deliver whatever. Here's the thing. I was on somebody's live the other day. I think it was Panthers Live. And here's the thing. When you operate from a place of authenticity, when you operate from a place of where you know what it is that you're doing, because it's your thing, first off, I don't know anything about being a speaker coach. So how can I get out here and try to teach y'all about starting a speaker business? Do you hear what I'm saying? I can look at Coach Will's content and I can copy it and I can put it out like it's my content. But when people come to me and expect me to deliver on something, my knowledge is so limited. I'm at such a limited place that I can't deliver. See, when you're tapped into your expertise and your God-given purpose and what you're supposed to be doing, your content is limitless. You talking about it and delivering it is limitless. There's no issues there. Do you hear me? There's no issues. The problem is that we get so tapped into other people's purposes so we can temporarily profit from them to the point where we have to go further. We have no more to go because we're tapped into something that they have that's unlimited. You have to stop. A lot of people right now, they can't deliver because they're so tapped into other people's purpose and path, period. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you have to deliver on the services, on the whatever it is that you're putting out there that you're going to do, you have to deliver. And then this is the part that we all fail at. All of us, because I used to do it. We don't stay in contact with the people after they buy from us. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. My best customers are repeat customers. My best customers are repeat customers. My best clients are repeat clients. Because here's what happens. I'm checking in with them. Hey, how's your content strategy working out? Hey, I see that you made some changes to your Instagram that I don't really agree with. I see that you got this going on. What's going on? Because it's a constant, it's a cycle. You don't just, Jesus didn't just deliver people and leave them. He didn't just heal them and leave them. He said, now go talk about me and come back. Stay committed to me. Follow me, do what I'm telling you to do. Do you hear what I'm saying? He didn't just give them something and then be like, all right, bet you good. Yes, I just dapped myself up. Y'all saw that? That's a whole practice thing. That's when you really be motivating yourself to the point where you up in here dapping yourself and everything. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, don't act like y'all don't be in the corner hugging yourself. Stop playing. Do you hear what I'm saying? So he didn't just leave people. He provided excellent customer service. He delivered, and then he stayed in contact with them. And here's the part of the customer service that I need you guys to understand. Don't make the buying process difficult. And I am so guilty of this. I had so many systems and processes in place to the point where it was messing up my conversions. It was messing up people wanting to buy from me because it was so complicated. Your content makes it seem so easy. And then when they come to you, it's like, why I gotta do all this? Do you hear what I'm saying? I have found in the last couple months that I've worked with more people consistently because I have reduced the amount of hoops and loops that they have to go through. Now, this does not mean you should not qualify people to work with you. That's not what I'm saying. You still need to qualify people to work with you. You're not just letting everybody in. Do you hear me? You're not working with everybody because you're not for everybody. Okay? You are not a garden tool. You are not a garden tool. You are not for everybody. I just want y'all to know that. Okay? Jesus fed people after they were converted. He told them to call on his name when you need me and uses the Holy Spirit to stay connected to us. Let me tell y'all what that's about. After he took care of people, he fed them. He over-delivered. They asked him to be healed. They asked him to, God, Jesus, can you take care of me? Can you do this one thing for me? And guess what he said? I could do that plus more. A lot of you guys are so afraid to over-deliver because there's a part of you that you're not confident in your services and in your product, in your skills, in your purpose, and your talents, and your gifts. You're so afraid to over-deliver. I'm not afraid to over-deliver. You ain't gonna just come to me and just get one thing here and there. No. I'm okay with over-delivering. You need to be able to over-deliver. Now, here's the thing. I'm not telling you guys to just, you know what? I know they came to me for a website, but now I'm gonna go ahead and give them a car. No, I'm not saying give them a car. I'm saying if they come to you for a website, think about how else you can help them go to the next level. How can you really help them with something else? How can you connect them to a resource or a tool that they can use as well in their journey? So I need you to be thinking about it like that, because if he converted them and then fed them, he over-delivered. He told them to call on his name when you need me. So now he's saying, if you need something else from me, then guess what? You can follow back up with me. I am here for you. I am the source. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you why I don't care about how many people do what I do and why I can work with people who do what I do. Because I am the source. I am untapped. I am an oil well. You're an oil well for your particular industry. I'm untapped. See, I can work with other people who does marketing coaching. I can work with other people who does content coaching, because you know why? What I have is in me. When you call on my name, you calling on me for something specific. If you call on Coach Lindsay, you calling on her for something specific. If you call on Coach Panther, like you're calling on her for something specific. We're all tapped in to our own purpose. There's nothing, no, call on my name. He said, call on my name when you need me. Whew. And then he uses the Holy Spirit to stay connected to us. That's his way of staying connected to all of us afterwards. How can you stay connected to your people? Sending them an email. I sent the email to my community, this week or last week, basically saying to them, hey, you purchased from me before, you attended something before. I want to make you aware of this. Sending them emails, text messages, whatever it is, in your groups, stay connected with them. Ask them what it is that they need, what clarifications, how can I help you? What can I do? All these things, because here's the thing, when you're staying connected to people, you're also staying connected to their evolution, their changes. You're staying connected to them. You're seeing them grow. You're seeing them going from not knowing something when they first worked with you to now they know something, to having new challenges, right? When they have new challenges, they can tell you about those new challenges. And then you can say, you know what, that's in my realm of expertise. That's in my zone of genius. That's my thing. I can now help people with that too. Let me make sure I incorporate that into my program, my product, my service, whatever it is. It has to be aligned with you. Let me give y'all that caveat. It needs to be aligned. Don't just be adding stuff to be adding stuff. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all that. Okay, because homeboy stayed in his alignment. And you guys can check John 14:26, Mark 6:33 through 37, Romans 10:8 through 13. These are all places where he had his customers coming back to buy from him and wanting more from him, seeking more from him. And you have to do the same. You have to do the same. If you are, I'll give you an example. If you are helping someone repair their credit, they get their credit repaired, guess what? Within 90 days, you should be checking in with them, because people will mess up their credit in 90 days, in 30 days, period. If you help someone secure some business funding, I would be checking back up with them in 30 to 90 days. Hey, do you need some more? Are you ready to go to the next level? Because if you help them get 20K, guess what? They need 50K now. And then guess what? They need 100K now. If you help someone set up their YouTube, right? Guess what? They now need to be able to grow their YouTube. See, they're starting, growing, and scaling. So that if they're growing it, then guess what? Now they need to scale it. If that is your area of expertise, you need to stay in contact with your customers, your clients, so that way you can help them go to the next level. Jesus was a marketer. Jesus knew how to market his business through attraction, through converting, and then through keeping people coming back for more. He had them thirsty. He didn't play no games. What's up, Kev? He didn't play no games. And y'all are out here so afraid to talk about your business, to talk about how you serve people, to talk about your product, all this stuff. He literally was the first person. Now, was he perfect? Was he perfect? Absolutely. He did it perfectly. Does it match today's time? No, it doesn't match today's time. There's a lot of strategies that you can learn from him and do in today. But that's where it comes in, having people in your corner to help you figure out, how do I attract people? How do I convert people? How do I, keep customers wanting to come back? This is what's important for you. These are the things that you need to focus on. I have to tell you, when I see dope people who are dope in their industry, not talking about their business or promoting their business, I get a little irritated. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Hold on, I gotta cross my legs for this one. Can you imagine if Jesus had the power to heal people and deliver them from famine, from all these different things, right? Can you imagine if he sat at home behind his computer or sat at home they didn't have computers, but y'all know what I mean, right? If he sat at home and just did like this and said, they'll come to me. They'll know I heal people just because. They'll know that I'll feed them just because. They'll know I'll do these things, just because I believe it. No. He knew that he had the power of God in him. That's his daddy. He knew he had it, but he also knew he had to put the work in too. He knew he had to pray. He knew he had to go out there and meet with people and greet people, talk to people. He knew he had to do all those things. So if he knew, what makes you think you anything different? What makes you think that you guys want people to buy from you and you want people to interact with you? You want people to book you for speaking gigs, but you're not doing the work. You're not even showing people that you can do the thing that you say you can do. We're just supposed to trust you. Let's just be real for a second. I love y'all. Y'all know I do, right? I love y'all. Y'all know I do. But in today's time, there's so many people out here money hungry, ready to just take your next check to the point where you can't just trust everybody. I'm gonna just be real with you. Some of y'all probably don't even trust me yet, and that's okay. It's not gonna bother me because I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep talking about my business. I'm gonna keep showing you I can do the work, all those good things. But he didn't just operate off the fact that people knew that Jesus, God is my daddy. No, he went out there and he still showed up and did the work. You have to put the work in too. You have to make people aware of what it is that you do, how you can help them. This is where your content comes in. This is where the alignment piece comes in. This is why I go so hard for what I do. This is why I show up so hard in this way, because I know that I'm operating in my purpose. It doesn't matter if 2 people, 3 people sign up at first. I know I'm operating in my purpose. Do you hear me? I need y'all to pay attention to that. You stay consistent so you earn big trust. We see you killing this, sis. At one point, some of y'all didn't, if you have been following me long enough, you knew last year I did 75 days of going live. 75 days of going live. I went live straight for 75 days. That was me stretching out my consistency muscle. Some of y'all can't even go live for once every other month. You won't even talk about it. You won't even talk about your business. You won't even put yourself out there. And I'm gonna just be honest, that's a disappointment. You have to be able to put yourself out there. If you truly want your business to grow, if you truly want people to understand what it is that you do and to buy from you, you have to be able to talk about your products, your services, how you solve their problems. Focus on that. We all struggle. We all struggle. But understand this. There is power in your purpose. So take your purpose out of your pocket and let it get some sunlight, because it's ready for you to show up. You need to post content that is in alignment with who you are, with who your ideal clients are, with the transformation that you're offering them, with the service that you provide, with the product that you provide. He said 75. Yes, I did 75 going live. Do you hear me? One of my non-negotiables for clients that work with me, whether it's through strategies, whether it's through coaching, whether it's through agency, is you have to go live. I'm just saying, I'm in a trust building business when it comes to putting content out consistently. You have to build trust. And one way to build trust is to put yourself on video. If you are not willing to put yourself on video and show people who you are, then I can't personally work with you. That's just my thing. I won't work with someone who won't do video. What's your non-negotiable? Listen, take your purpose out your pockets and allow it to get some sunlight. So that way you can shine. So that way people can see who you are. So that way people can actually work with you. So you can give out this transformation. All of us were designed with the purpose in mind. Before you even came about, there was a purpose for you. I know we question, am I operating in my purpose? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Yes. Keep going. You're being shaped. Do you hear me? You're being shaped. One of the reasons why I decided to tell my family, I don't want to do a birthday party. I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't want to go do the things that I normally do. I decided to have a masterclass because I see so many of you who have these big, powerful purposes and you're ready, but something is holding you back. Something in your spirit is holding you back. Now, I can't make you move. I can't push you out of that. That's something you have to be ready to do. But I decided to take my birthday and create a master and do this masterclass and teach you the same strategy that I teach in my VIP strategy sessions, that I teach to my agency clients, that especially when they exit, they get a strategy outline. Everything's already outlined for them. I decided to take that and put it into a masterclass for my birthday because I felt like I want you all to be reborn. I want you to be reborn in a sense. I want you to have a birthday. I want you to birth this amazing content. I want you to birth this amazing confidence. I want you to birth something that you've never thought that you can put out before. I want you to feel confident. I had to say that again. I want you to feel confident that you can show up and talk about your business and be in alignment. That's why I'm doing it on my birthday. I could have easily decided to do it next week. I could have easily decided to do it in next month. But I said, this is a day that we can be reborn with our purpose. Okay. So if you guys listen, I want to say this: Facebook, Instagram, even for my YouTube, I want to say this to you. If you're in a place where you're like, you know what, I'm ready to figure out, I'm ready to figure out how to market my business, how to show up in content, how I'm going to put myself out there, sign up for the masterclass. You can send me a DM. If you have questions, send me a DM. But I really want you guys to get out of this mindset that I'm just going to sit back and people are going to come to me. People are going to find me. They're going to work with me. They're going to book a service. They're going to buy the product. They're going to book me for speaking gigs. They're going to do this. No, you have to set up your digital storefront, but you have to walk in confidence. You have to walk in faith. You have to understand that there's a lot of principles that we can all learn and put out there and do for our business. You have to. So yes, I'm going to take a couple questions. I got Facebook up as well. I don't know if you guys have questions on Facebook. I'll take a couple questions before we wrap this up. Kevin says, yes, that was me, coach. I get to the edge of the cliff and I get the bubble guts and back off. This has been my Achilles heel for years. Let me speak on this. Let me speak on what you just put. And I'm going to pin this real quick. I'm going to pin it. So here's the thing, guys. Let me tell you about how the mind works, okay? Our brains are our mind is literally set up to do certain tasks, certain abilities, right? One of the things that it is set up to do is to protect us. It's to protect us. I really want you to go back, Kevin, and think about that one time that you stepped off that cliff And when you stepped off that cliff, you did not fly. I want you to think about it, but you fell straight on your face. You fell straight on your face, and it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad to the point where now you remember that every time you have to step off the cliff. See, our mind protects us from things that have hurt us, from the unknown, because that's what it's doing. It's a level of fear. See, I don't operate in fear. I've always been a risk taker. I've always been the gun ho, let's do it. Because here's what I've learned. What if? What if I do succeed? What happens if I do succeed? What if? And here's what you do, Kevin, and this is for anybody who's watching. You get to retrain your mind. You get to train your mind and tell your mind, listen, this isn't something we should be fearing. This is something we should be doing. Mind, instead of you telling me to stop, you need to be telling me how I can land on my feet. You need to be showing me a path as I'm going down so I can land on my feet. You need to be telling me to turn my body a certain way so I don't break any bones. Mind, retrain your mind. Retrain your faith. Be infected with faith instead of the fear. Because when you're infected with faith, when you step off that cliff, guess what? You automatically think I'm a fly. Some of my people who work with me, I see Shaq is on here, so he's gonna remember, he's gonna know what I'm talking about. In my mind, I believe I can make a spoon bend. Like, you can't tell me I can't bend a spoon back. Like, you can't. I can literally pick up a spoon with my mind. I can also make the spoon bend. Some of y'all might be like, she tripping. How can she pick up a spoon with her mind? How can she bend a spoon? That don't make no sense. But I believe I can. I believe I can. You can't tell me I can't. I don't care if you've never seen anybody do it. Like, I don't care if you only seen people do it, tricks and magic and all that stuff. I don't care. I believe I can do it. Because I'm infected with faith. You have to have that same belief. When I step off this cliff, I'm going to fly. Think about it. When a child is young, y'all, when a child is young, they're so fearless. They will literally run off a cliff because they've never seen fear. Fear for them is completely different. You have to have that same response to life. Look, he said, I bet she can. And that's how I infect other people. When you work with me, I infect you too. Because I will literally have you thinking you can do the impossible. Hold on, let me give a disclaimer. The impossible meaning you can do what you're supposed to do. Let's go back. I will have you thinking you can do the impossible. Because you can. As soon as you eliminate that fear from your mind, as soon as you eliminate that belief from your mind that I'm fearing something or I can't do something. If your mind is strong enough, it will. It will. When people say my mind playing tricks on me, no, it's not. It's your belief system. If you believe it, you'll see it. If you believe it, it'll happen. If you believe it, you won't fear it. That's just the way it's set up. So I want you to think about this, Kevin. The next time, yes, send me a DM. The next time you get to a point where you're like, my stomach is acting up. I feel a sense of fear. What do I do? Okay, I pray, call on God, Jesus, help me, right? And then put your foot in front of the other. You're gonna be a little shaky at first. You know how when kids first start walking, they be a little shaky, they be a little nervous, but guess what they do? They keep going and they keep going and they keep going until they start running and knocking stuff down. That's what I want for you guys. When you're talking about your business, when you're promoting using content to talk about your business, I want you to run and just knock stuff down. I want you to have a level of confidence and faith that you feel like, man, I can do anything. Ooh, ain't no glory in crashing with the brakes on. I like that. So I need you guys to operate in that same place. Operate in that same place. Let me tell you, I know you say you be trying, but a try is only as good as another attempt. See, you try one time, but did you do it again? Did you do it again? Did you do it again? Or did you try and give up on yourself? Or did you try and not like the results? So you like, I don't want to do that. Try and keep going. Try and keep going. What's after 1, 2, 3? The numbers don't go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. They keep going up because there's more. You have to have that same mindset. You have to have that 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna eventually get to 100. But if you keep constantly operating on 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, you ain't going nowhere. Keep going. And if you're at that place where, you know what, Coach Rocky, I want to spend your birthday with you. I want to figure out how I can really create the content, put it together, market my business, market myself. Come have some fun with me on my birthday. Do you hear me? Come have some fun with me on my birthday. Y'all, I just want to say from Facebook, from Instagram, I truly appreciate you guys being here, for you joining me. Listen, if y'all have been with me the past 3 years, you know that I have evolved, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. It's all because of God. Like, I'm literally evolved. And I truly believe now that I'm working with people who are right for me. I'm not begging anybody for nothing. I have the right people in my corner. I have, I told you guys I've let go some coaches, and I found coaches that really are more aligned with me and my purpose and my mission. And I have 2 more coaches that I'm looking to hire this year, in the next month or so. So I'm truly just being more aligned with my mission and my purpose. And I want the same thing for you. And here's the thing. If you're like, you know what, Coach Rocky isn't my person, but I know somebody who would rock with her super well, send them my way too. Send them my way. And then I'll qualify them and see if we can work together, because I don't work with everybody. I'm just put that out there. I don't work with everybody. My piece is really important to me. Okay. But yes, listen, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I normally don't even go live on a Friday, but I wrote this message out. I just wrote this out, and I said, I need to talk about this today. So again, I appreciate y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Send me a message if you're interested in joining me on my birthday, and go out there and market your business the Jesus way, period. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all following each other on this live and stay connected. Pay attention to what each other is doing. And if you want to learn more about each other's businesses, slide in their DMs too. Find out how you can interact with them and speak more with them. And I love Shaq mentioned in the comments that he wants to reach out to the older people because they need help with their credit too. Absolutely. Do you hear me? All right, y'all. I'm proud of you. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm logging out this thing and gonna go enjoy my weekend. Bye, y'all. Bye, Facebook. Thank y'all so much for joining me.